made it up. Oh. What was that?
He was, yeah.
On the top of the mesa, about 5 miles in, is the turnoff to Golden Spike. It's nicely marked now, with the trail information and warning sign and Masonite markers pointing to the respective Golden Spike and Poison Spider trails. We are on Golden Spike now, guys. 7 rated Jeep trail. This trail. Back in the day and before GPS, it wasn't so easy. If you were just following the slick rock tracks, it was rather easy to turn off onto Golden Spike without realizing it until you hit the Launchpad. Speaking of the Launchpad, it's less than a mile up Golden Spike Trail. You can't miss it. Climb onto the top of one fin and then it abruptly drops into a wash and then steeply inclines on the other side. Back in the carburetor days, if your engine started to choke on this incline, it could become a major rollover danger if your engine died and you were unable to back straight down. The trick here is to follow the wheel line straight down and straight up. When you hit the bottom, give it enough speed to easily climb up, but not enough to spin out at the uneven terrain at the top. If you lose traction, you will pivot your unloaded front to the left, and this is where the rollover danger is. With lockers, it's rather easy. With traction control and IFS's natural propensity to bounce as it's unloaded, it was going to be a bit of a challenge. Honestly, I was a bit nervous at this point. My tires were slipping a lot more than I expected, and I was relying too much on momentum. All of us in the group were running around 20 psi in the tires, not terribly low, but a pressure where we had traditionally had a lot of success. And the Rubicons were doing just fine. In hindsight, I probably should have reduced down to 15, but instead I was using more momentum to minimize the front end bounce and just letting A-Track do its thing. Shortly after the Launchpad is an optional viewing area known as Skyline Drive and marked by a flagpole. As we had been up there before and a large group of side-by-sides were enjoying the view, we opted to bypass so that we'd have plenty of time to film the obstacles ahead. Can I go straight or do I have to turn into it like you did?
Well, a little right. You can turn hard. That's why I got out.
That paint was in a bad spot.
Now, as soon as you tip over, you'll see that it's nothing.
That paint was in a bad spot. I want you to go over to the left.
Yeah, you needed to turn in. I couldn't see that. I didn't know if there was a big step there. That's why I got out.
That was a good call. That'd be a good climb if you were coming back. Although I'd be lying if the health of my front axles wasn't on my mind.
Sometimes we can take more at the obstacles.
That's what we're going with, is the official narrative, rather than I just didn't want to risk spinning out at the top.
Oh, that's not as bad as the Launchpad.
We get ahead of ourselves. Following the viewing area is the turnoff to Where Eagles Dare. I think it's an 8. We'll have to have Ryan look it up. A 7-rated alternate route that takes you to view Corona Arch.
Oh, there's the GS sign.
As this trail was not part of our mission, our fearless trail leader had to make the turn of shame to get back on track. I pivoted on my cross member or my rear control arms.
You get up it okay?
Yeah.
More of a bumper getter, I would think. I had to hit it straight on.
I went off on an angle and the front went right up. It was something in the back corner. Maybe I was on the skid plate of the fuel tank. I don't know. The trail then descends into a narrow ravine, the only real one on the entire trail. It is here that you will find Zuki Hill. I was always told that an unlocked short wheelbase Suzuki Samurai back in the day hit this ledge with enough momentum to jump nearly vertical before crashing down on all four and climbing over. Legend aside, the angle of this hill is deceptive. You'll want to make sure you climb it squarely and not on an angle. But with longer wheelbase vehicles, simply crawling over isn't too bad. With a shorter wheelbase, this can be a trap and a rollover risk.
Now it's your rear bumper.
The next named obstacle would be the infamous Golden Crack, nearly 4 miles away.
May want to go right, Brad. I'm not sure. I
It was already noon, but we decided we wouldn't stop to eat until we got to the crack to keep our pace in check. It was becoming clear that at our current rate, it would put us at the end of the trail near dusk.
Okay, I don't want to hit that hole, Austin. Am I going for it?
Mm-hmm.
Do I need to turn? What am I doing?
Despite all of our attempts to increase our speed, the trail thwarted us with a torrent of ledges and climbs that stressed our rigs and our fatigue.
Gosh dang it! What am I over on this side, Austin? What do I see? What do you see in front? Can I go forward?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shoot! Well, there goes the quarter panel and the rear bumper.
You hit it?
Yep, I smashed it.
How weird this is, Austin.
Oh!
Daddy, smile.
Brakes. Brakes. A little bit that way. That's good. far from once you get up. Very good.
The most technical obstacle for us between Zuki and the crack was a large descent that had multiple options. The straightway had some deep drops that even my dad and his Rubicon wanted to avoid. An alternate was to snake around some trees and come down another tall ledge. We argued if my LX would fit on the snake route. I wanted to take my chances on the major drops.
A little more. Now back up. Stop. You don't want to hit the tree. Yeah. Go this way. Okay. Yeah, I'm watching that tree. This wheel's going to come down. Yeah, you're straight. Go this way. Passenger, yeah. No, not that far. There you go. This one's going to flex down. I don't think that'll work for me. It won't, because I don't have any flex.
But like any dutiful son and someone who trusts his spotter, I lost that battle and we decided to weave the Lexus between the trees.
Okay, now what you gotta do is come into here. That bump.
Which way do you feel confident?
I'll just do this way. You see what's at the bottom of the other one?
You filming or you're relying on that?
I'm filming.
It was now pushing 3 p.m. and the Golden Crack was in sight. Our schedule was tight, lunch was going to be quick. Just one more major climb left.
I don't think there is a bypass.
It should be on. This is nothing. Nothing.
We all heard the pop. I felt for sure a diff had shattered, but the LX kept going, so the kids just told me to send it. I really wasn't trying to be a send it wheeler, but to Toyota's credit, the big Lexus kept making it through terrain many claimed it had no business crossing.